So today someone asked me why I created the YouTube channel. Well, the creation of my channel is, I guess, threefold. One, because it's fun. Two, because I want to help students learn and get ready for the TOEIC. And three, I want to learn how to cook dishes from all over the world and share my recipes with other people. Speaking of the creation of my channel, I think I need to start preparing for episode 5. So, without further ado, here is episode 5. But before that, don't forget the creation of my channel is threefold. Because I wanted to have fun, I want others to learn, and I wanted to share some of my recipes. See you later.
Tu na moj prag, uvelo liše donesi mi, I kišu neka ostavi trag, tu ga u bojama jeseni, a činilo si samo jak smo, tu som I tijelom zaneseni, ostaje mi, tu ga u bojama jeseni.
Hello everyone and welcome to my show. My name is Jojo Tan and we are going around the world on 8 plates. Today we are going to the 5th country and we are going to a country in Europe. So far we have visited 4 other countries. We have visited number 1, the Philippines in Southeast Asia. We visited the islands and there we made a chicken dish. After that we went to the UK where we made something that is fit for a queen. Though we didn't meet the queen, we really did make something that's fit for a queen, a full English breakfast. And then we stayed in Europe where we went to the 3rd country. We went to Hungary where we made chicken paprikash. And Hungary, we all know, is the paprika capital of the world. After that, we went to a country that also starts with an H. We went to Honduras in Central America. And now we are going back to Europe and we're going to the 5th country. Please note that for this series, we will have 8 countries to feature. So we have 3 more countries to feature. But that doesn't mean we stop there because this is just the first season. After the first season of 8 countries, we are going to explore another 8 countries. So, where are we going today? Let's find out. So, where are we going today? Where in the world are we going today? Well, like what I said, we are going to Europe. So that kind of narrows down the number of countries to choose from. So here are the clues. Number 1, this country has a region that is also the name of a breed of dog. Imagine black, white, and spots. Number 2, although black and white are the colors of that breed of dog, the colors of this country are red and white. Specifically, red and white checkers. So here's a picture clue. 3, 2, 1. Clue number 3. This country used to be part of a country that's part of Eastern Europe. Now that country in particular has since divided into 7 or 6 other countries, depending on whom you ask. Number 4, this country became famous also because of a TV show, a very popular TV show. What TV show is that? Well, here's another clue. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Still don't know? Let's go to clue number 5. A sculptor from this country actually founded another country, actually a very, very small country in Europe. So these are the 5 clues. If you still don't know where we're going, I will reveal it in 5 seconds. Try to think of the answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We are going to Croatia. So now let's talk about Croatian food. Basically, Croatian food is divided into 2 parts. Lots of seafood and lots of meat. So because Croatia has a long coastline. It has 1,200 islands. And because of that, lots and lots of people eat seafood there. Seafood is really, really good. And then they put it in salads, they put it in all kinds of dishes. Although it has a lot of islands, a lot of people also live in the non-coastal areas. They live in the mountains, in the valleys, and in the hills. And one of these people from Croatia actually lives in Taiwan right now. He actually opened a Croatian restaurant 6 or 7 years ago. I was lucky enough to visit his restaurant and to sample some of his food last weekend. The restaurant is located in the south of Taiwan in a city called Kaohsiung, and it serves really, really authentic Croatian food. Hey, why don't we take you along and you guys can take a look at this restaurant as well. Come on, let's take a look at this restaurant.
Okay, so the first dish that I'm going to try right now is the salad. So according to the menu, it's made of organic tomatoes, cucumbers, onions, peppers, and feta cheese. So feta cheese is cheese from Greece. I have a bit of tomatoes, peppers, and cucumbers, and onions, and feta cheese. The first flavor profile, I would say, is the freshness of the vegetables, and then after that you can taste the sweetness of the tomato, and then the third flavor profile is like there's a hint of vinegar, and finally, like the feta cheese gives it a pop, like because it's crumbly and it's crumbly in texture, so it gives it a pop of like salty flavor. So it balances everything out perfectly. Yum. Okay, so now I'm going to try the Croatian shepherd's stew. I would say that it's very rich in flavor. There's a hint of spice. It's because of the paprika. Like the spice doesn't kick in until after like 2 or 3 seconds. The spice. I can feel the spice. That's so interesting. It lingers. Oh, I want another spoonful of this. So no spice, and then look. 1, 2, whoa. Okay, so now I'm going to try the next dish. It's the ground meat or the hamburger meat from the platter. It's a traditional Croatian meat platter. So I'm going to give it a go. First, without ketchup and mustard. I would say that it tastes a little bit like dumpling meat, but saltier, much saltier. You can also taste the fat. You know that there's a lot of fat in it. And it's really, really good. Now let's try it with mustard. Mustard gives it a kick. Like first it's like meaty and then fatty, and then suddenly the mustard goes in it and it goes. Very cool, right?
So after our little adventure to Kaohsiung, to this Croatian restaurant, we realized that, hey, a lot of meat dishes are available in Croatia. However, again, because the owner of this restaurant used to live in the valleys of Croatia, he didn't have access to seafood. So instead of creating another meat dish today, we are going to make a seafood salad. So today, join me as we prepare Salata Od Hobotnice, or octopus salad. So, I guess it's time for cooking. So what are you waiting for? Let's start cooking. Here on Around the World on 8 Plates, we don't just talk about the cuisine of a country. We also learn about its culture. So, here's some more information about Croatia. Enjoy reading! First, for the list of ingredients. First, you'll need 2 potatoes, 1 tomato diced, some celery chopped, some cilantro chopped, 3 cloves of garlic chopped, 1 lemon or lime, half a pack of feta cheese, 600 grams of squid or octopus, 2 tablespoons oil, 2 tablespoons vinegar, and finally salt and pepper. First, boil some water and then you put the squid inside, like so. And then after that, you'll have to put a cork inside the pot. Now turn down the heat to medium. And again, the cork helps the squid cook evenly. And you'll have to cook this for around 2 to 4 minutes, depending on the size of the squid. You don't want the squid to be too chewy or rubbery. It's not going to taste good like that. Now, it's important also to cover the pot with a glass lid. So now the squid has been cooked. The next thing you need is ice. You put some ice in a bowl of cold water. And then once the squid has been cooked, you take it out and you put it inside the cold water. This is done so that the squid stops cooking and you don't want the squid to overcook. Again, if you overcook it, it's going to be too rubbery. Now in another pot on high heat, boil some potatoes, cover it with a lid, and you wait for it to boil until it is soft. So how do you make sure that the potatoes are soft? Just use a fork to poke the potatoes, and you can see that the potatoes right now are not soft yet. While you are boiling the potatoes, make sure that you check the potatoes once in a while. It's also important to turn the potatoes over because you don't want one side to be hard and the other side to be soft. So turn it down to medium heat and now you can turn the potatoes over. While you're waiting for the potatoes to get ready and soften, it's time for you to chop the vegetables. So for the tomatoes, you need to dice them. For the onions, you need to slice them into thin slices. For the garlic and the celery, you'll need to chop them into really small pieces. And then you put everything together. Once the potatoes are soft enough, it's time to slice them into small pieces. But don't put them inside if they're too hot. When the potatoes are cold, you put them in the bowl and you season everything with salt. And of course, you'll also need to season everything with black pepper. For the feta cheese, you'll need to slice them into small cubes or small squares, like so. So now put the cheese in the bowl, and now it's time to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Then it's time to add the vinegar. So first put the vinegar in a small bowl. So that's 2 tablespoons of vinegar again. And then you pour it into the salad. Now, top the salad with some cilantro or coriander. Please note that you can use parsley instead of cilantro. And finally, for the lemon. You'll need the juice of 1 lemon, but it's a good idea to Put in the juice of half a lemon first, taste it, and then add more if you think it's not sour enough. Now mix everything together. Now put the salad in the refrigerator and let it chill for 10 to 20 minutes. Please make sure that when you serve the salad, it's not warm. And there you have it, a Croatian octopus salad or squid salad. Please remember, you can use squid or octopus or even shrimp or any kind of seafood you want.
Thank you again for allowing me to interview you.
Okay.
So my first question is, we know that like
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
You asked me for my name. My name is Sasha.
Sasha. Okay.
I know it's a bad word in Taiwanese, but what is it?
Oh, Sasha. Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay, I get it now. Yeah.
That's why I didn't want to say it.
But like, do people in Croatia like the last name always end with an IC or not all?
No. My ends with ED.
ED. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
That means
Okay.
bear.
Oh, it means bear. Oh, that's interesting.
It's not necessarily, but so even if I want to explain, I don't know how. Really.
So when did you come to Taiwan?
6.5 years ago.
6.5 years ago. And was it like your dream to open this restaurant?
No.
No. Like how did this restaurant?
How
come
it
about?
started?
Yeah.
It started that we lived in Ireland in Dublin.
Yep.
I came here
Yep.
for holidays,
Okay.
and I was really mad because I couldn't find proper European food.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Everything is adjusted.
Exactly. Like the
And
pasta and all that.
Not like everything, every single dish. I'm not talking about European. I'm
Okay.
talking about Japanese. I'm talking about Indian.
Right.
Everything's adjusted to Taiwanese taste.
Yep. That's right.
And my idea was to open thing that I wanted just to think. So
So you're really brave to open something that you know.
I am. And I'm fighting all the time with bad people.
what do you
I mean,
mean?
it's not bad people, just people they're expecting when they come here, you know, like, give me something more similar to Taiwanese food.
Right. Right.
Sorry, I don't have it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, most people like they wanna like if they wanna try Croatian food, they need to, you know, like
Most,
be
you know, I'm
more
lucky because we
open-minded.
have like, let's say 95% of customers are, I always say good people.
Yep. Yep.
But those 5%, they're expecting that you have adjusted food. So
Right.
it's too salty, it's too sour, it's too much meat.
Mhm.
I mean, they will always find some complaint. But
Right.
really, I became numb on that. I don't care about it.
Yep.
So
Just do what you do, and
you
know,
can't expect that everybody loves it.
Exactly.
You know, so if you love it, cool, I'm happy. If you don't love it, I don't care.
right.
I mean,
You can't please everyone. Right?
exactly.
Yeah.
And then I told you, every single thing is important for Croatia.
Oh wow. Wow.
So I'm really not messing with that. At the end, I don't know how to cook Taiwanese way. You know, I know how to cook Croatian, but that's it.
Good. That's good.
Finish.
That's what makes you unique,
Yeah.
right?
So,
Yeah. Well, like when you started this restaurant, like what was it like? Like were you scared that there would be no customers, or like how long did it take before your business started picking up?
we started like food stand in Chisan,
Okay.
and that was terrible.
Okay.
I hate heat, so outside you can imagine during the summer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
38
you
degrees.
grilling meat on that heat. So
Yep.
okay, we spent there for 6 months,
Yep.
and I mean, honestly, Chisan is countryside,
Yep.
and even people there they accepted food, so I wasn't afraid at all.
Oh wow. Okay.
You know, so because we, how to say, but before we started business,
Yep.
we did kind of survey.
Yep.
I didn't want to make food and adjust it, so
Yes.
I said let's find food that Taiwanese can accept.
Right. Right.
So we changed like million dishes and everything, yeah, really. And then now what you have on menu,
Yep.
that's what people praise most, and that will always stay on menu. So I'm not adding nothing, I'm not removing nothing. That's my menu
Mhm.
forever and ever.
Mhm.
That's it.
And you don't need to like renew the menu or
Why?
add like because you know like
See one thing, if you're making traditional food,
yes.
how can you change traditional food?
Exactly.
You don't have like 10 million traditional dishes. You have maybe 10,
Yep.
15.
Right.
So, no, you have people here, or you have only, I don't know, 10, 12 dishes on menu. Yes, yeah.
But you do all of them really well. That's the most important thing,
The
right?
thing is, I have one friend,
Yep.
he's some CEO really high here in Taiwan.
Yep.
And he said that most famous restaurants in the world never change menu.
Exactly. They don't
Because-
have to.
No, it's not about that. If somebody goes to your place, he knows what he wants.
Right.
So,
And that person will always order basically the same thing,
Yep.
right? Yeah.
that's strange. But
Right.
we have, like, I would say, 99% returning customer.
Nice. Yes.
That's insane. Really.
That's great. That's great.
I'm proud of that.
Yeah. Such an achievement, right? Yeah.
In case you need it, here is a recipe for Croatian Octopus Salad. If you choose to make your own, feel free to share in the comments and tell us how yours turned out. I know during this pandemic it's difficult and dangerous to travel abroad. Fortunately, at least we can taste a bit of Croatia right in the comfort of our own home. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe to get weekly video recipes. Anyway, enough talking, here is a written recipe. For today's TOEIC practice, we're doing listening part 3. Short conversation. Directions. You will hear some conversations between 2 or more people. You will be asked to answer 3 questions about what the speakers say in each conversation. Select the best response to each question and mark the letter A, B, C, or D on your answer sheet. The conversations will not be printed in your test book and will be spoken only one time. Numbers 1 to 3.
But those 5%, they're expecting that you have adjusted food. So
Right.
it's too salty, it's too sour, it's too much meat.
Mhm.
I mean, they will always find some complaint. But
Right.
really, I became numb on that. I don't care about it. So
Just do what you do, and
you
know,
can't expect that everybody loves your food.
Exactly.
You know, so if you love it, cool, I'm happy. If you don't love it, I don't care.
Right.
I mean,
You can't please everyone.
exactly.
Right? Yeah.
And I told you every single thing is important in Croatia.
Oh wow. Wow.
So I'm really not messing with that. At the end, I don't know how to cook Taiwanese way.
Numbers 4 to 6.
And okay, what's one thing about Fiji that you want people to know about?
Every place has its distinct imprint. I think Fiji, it has to do with the people. The people are just more friendly, and they're approachable, and you can talk about anything and everything with them.
Okay.
And they're not offended. They're always smiling, and you see them smiling, and they're more welcoming as well.
Okay. Teach us a few Fijian words. That's a correct adjective, right? Fijian?
Fijian is the adjective would be itoke if you want to
Itoke.
learn the native language.
Okay.
7 to 9. Oh, Mr. Chong, I'm surprised to see you at the front desk this late. Aren't you part of the day shift?
Hi, Dr. Tang. Well, I am here as a temporary replacement for Mrs. Lee. She just had a baby and she will be on maternity leave for the next 30 days.
Oh, congratulations to her. How has it been working the night shift?
To be honest, it's been stressful. I don't know how you do it. How can you sleep during the day when it's so noisy outside?
Well, the secret is knowing that working the night shift pays much better. I've made almost twice the usual amount of money I get paid in the last 6 months. I'm looking forward to earning this much money for the next year. I have just signed a contract to be part of the night shift.
Oh, really? I think my physical and mental health are more important.
Well, I also manage by spending more money on making the windows of my home more soundproof. I also go for a swim right before going to sleep in the morning. That really helps. Before showing you the answers, here is some bonus content for you.